What if I told you that the car you're considering will lose 72% of its value in just 5 years? That's not a mistake. 72% gone. Picture throwing away $50,000 and walking away with only $14,000. That's what happens when you drive certain cars off the lot. In this video, I'm counting down the 20 most worthless cars to avoid. Stick around because number 1 will surprise you. Number 20 on the list is the Audi A7 sedan, which suffers from a depreciation rate of 60.5%. This luxury car loses more than $43,000 in just 5 years. A car that initially costs around $70,000 will be worth under $30,000 after 5 years. While its sleek design may appeal to some, owners often face expensive repairs once the warranty expires. The complex electronics that make the car stand out are also the same ones that drain your wallet. Consumer Reports rates its reliability as average, and repair shops frequently deal with issues like infotainment glitches and electrical failures. The A7 struggles in a market where sedans are losing popularity in favor of SUVs, resulting in steep depreciation. If you're drawn to status symbols and don't mind burning money, it may be for you. But for most, it's best to stay away. Number 19. We have the Mercedes-Benz S-Class sedan, which loses an astounding 60.7% of its value in just 5 years. Over $71,000, disappearing without a trace. While the S-Class may provide bragging rights today, you'll likely regret it in the future. Though it's rated highly for luxury by Kelley Blue Book, nearly every owner mentions the steep repair costs, with basic electrical issues starting at $1,500. The 2020 model, in particular, faced complex system failures that left owners stranded and scratching their heads at repair shops. The S-Class epitomizes a depreciating asset, with the first owner absorbing the financial loss and the second inheriting the expensive repairs. It's a lose-lose situation, making this car essentially worthless despite its prestigious branding. Number 18. We have the Land Rover Discovery SUV, a British off-roader that loses 60.9% of its value over 5 years, almost $37,000 gone. However, depreciation is just the start of your problems with this vehicle. Owners frequently report electrical and suspension issues that will have you visiting your mechanic often. These problems aren't just inconvenient, they're costly, with major repairs averaging over $1,200 per visit. And, unfortunately, you'll be seeing these visits regularly. While the Discovery might look impressive in the showroom, it consistently ranks as one of the least reliable vehicles on the market. There's a reason for its steep depreciation. Once these vehicles hit 60,000 miles, you can expect more issues. Unless you enjoy constant repairs, it's best to steer clear of this model. Number 17. We have the Audi A6 sedan, another German luxury car on the list, with a 60.9% depreciation rate, losing over $35,000 in just 5 years. The trend among German luxury sedans is becoming obvious. Consumer Reports gives the A6 an average reliability rating, which feels generous given the frequent complaints about infotainment failures and electrical issues. The struggling sedan market has hit this model especially hard, as few people want to buy a used luxury sedan with costly repair bills waiting to happen. The A6 finds itself in a tough spot. High maintenance costs, waning popularity of sedans, and stiff competition from Japanese brands that retain their value. This car is a textbook example of a poor investment. If you're enjoying this countdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Up next are even bigger money pits that will make these cars look like good buys, and wait until you see number 1. Number 16. We have the Cadillac Escalade SUV, a large American luxury vehicle that loses 61% of its value in just 5 years, over $53,500 gone. With that kind of depreciation, you could afford an entirely new car. While owners appreciate its luxury features, many report dismal fuel economy averaging just 14 miles per gallon on a good day. Factor in maintenance costs, which start at $1,000 for even basic issues, and you're looking at a financial drain. The Escalade's value drops sharply, partly due to rental fleets and car services unloading them onto the used market, flooding it with high-mileage models. Essentially, you're buying a used luxury vehicle that's been used as a taxi, with premium maintenance costs on top. The high depreciation and costly upkeep make this a poor investment overall. Number 15. We have the Infiniti QX60 SUV, a luxury crossover that loses 61.5% of its value in just 5 years, almost $31,000 gone. However, the depreciation isn't even the biggest issue. Edmunds rates it a mere 7.6 out of 10, citing mediocre performance compared to its competitors. Owners often report maintenance costs on par with German luxury brands, but without the performance or prestige to justify it. The QX60 finds itself in an awkward position, not special enough to demand premium prices, yet not reliable enough to compete with mainstream alternatives. Essentially, it's an upgraded Nissan Pathfinder, priced thousands higher, but retaining much less value. This creates a financial dilemma that rarely works out in the owner's favor. There are better options available across the board. Number 14. We have the Audi Q7 SUV, a German luxury vehicle that loses 61.6% of its value in just 5 years, more than $37,000 disappearing as you drive. However, the financial drain doesn't end there. Consumer Reports gives it only average reliability, with owners often reporting suspension problems that can cost over $2,000 to fix. The advanced technology that initially impresses becomes a liability as the car ages, with touchscreens failing and air suspensions collapsing. Each repair makes your wallet lighter. The Q7 also faces intense competition in the luxury SUV market, with newer models offering superior technology. What was once cutting edge becomes obsolete, and the high repair costs ensure that used models are hard to sell. The Q7's depreciating value and constant repair issues make it a tough investment. Number 13. We have the BMW 5 Series sedan, a German sports sedan that loses 61.7% of its value in just 5 years, over $36,000 gone. Once considered the benchmark for sports sedans, it has now become a champion of depreciation for all the wrong reasons. While owners report solid performance when the car is new, repair costs can be shockingly high once the warranty expires. We're talking at least $1,500 for control modules and over $2,000 for suspension repairs, not to mention persistent electrical issues that have baffled mechanics for years. The 5 Series suffers from an oversupply of luxury sedans. Most people lease them and dump them after 3 years, flooding the market with high-mileage models that few want to maintain. The first owner takes the hit for the luxury experience, while the second owner is stuck with the high maintenance costs. In the end, both lose. Number 12. We have the Audi A8L sedan, another luxury vehicle from Audi that suffers a steep 62.7% depreciation over 5 years, nearly $58,000 lost. For that amount, you could buy a brand new car and still have money left over. Edmunds rates the A8L at 7.9 out of 10, but the high maintenance costs make owning it a financial burden. Owners frequently report electronic problems that leave them stranded, and the air suspension failures are almost guaranteed after 60,000 miles. The A8L competes in a shrinking market as large luxury sedans lose popularity to SUVs, leaving these cars with fewer buyers. When you need specialized technicians just to perform basic repairs, it's clear that owning one of these vehicles can be a headache. If you're still watching, hit that subscribe button, because things are about to get even more shocking. The top 10 financial disasters on our list will make these cars seem like great investments. Breaking into our top 10 is the Land Rover Range Rover SUV, which loses an astounding 62.9% of its value over 5 years. Almost $68,000 gone. In some areas, that's enough to buy a house. While Car and Driver praises its luxury features, the vehicle's reliability issues are hard to overlook. Owners frequently deal with air suspension failures, electronics that malfunction unpredictably, and engine problems that can leave you stranded. When a car has forums dedicated to troubleshooting common issues, you know it's problematic. The Range Rover's complex systems turn it into a financial ticking time bomb. That's why many owners opt to lease rather than buy. They prefer to return the car before the expensive repairs begin. If maintaining a status symbol is more important than financial stability, go ahead and buy it. Otherwise, avoid this British luxury SUV at all costs. Number 10. We have the Cadillac Escalade ESV SUV, the extended version of the Escalade, which loses 62.9% of its value in 5 years. Almost $57,000 disappearing from your net worth. The longer wheelbase does little to improve its resale value. Kelley Blue Book gives it a 7.8 out of 10, but owners frequently complain about its poor fuel economy, averaging just 13 miles per gallon in real-world driving. Add in maintenance costs that start at 4 figures, and you have a financial disaster on your hands. Like its shorter sibling, the ESV suffers in resale value because rental fleets and car services flood the market with high-mileage models. Nothing devalues a luxury vehicle faster than the knowledge that it might have been used as an airport shuttle in its past life. This combination of high depreciation, poor fuel efficiency, and expensive maintenance makes it a tough financial choice. At number 9, we have the Tesla Model X, an electric SUV that loses 63.4% of its value in just 5 years. Almost $54,000 gone. This challenges the notion that electric vehicles are great at holding their value. While owners praise the car's performance, they consistently mention the exorbitant repair costs, especially for the complex Falcon Wing doors, which can cost over $30,000 to fix when they malfunction. That's before even considering the issues with battery degradation, which reduces the car's range over time. The Model X also suffers from rapid technological obsolescence. Newer electric vehicles offer better range, faster charging, and more features at lower prices. When a 2020 model's technology feels outdated compared to a 2024 version, it's a clear sign of depreciation. The early adopter cost for this vehicle is steep, making it a difficult financial choice. Number 8. We have the Maserati Levante SUV, an Italian luxury SUV that depreciates a staggering 63.7% in just 5 years, losing nearly $65,000. In fact, this SUV loses enough value to purchase a brand new BMW. While Motor Trend highlights its stylish design, the vehicle's hefty maintenance costs are hard to ignore. Owners regularly report electrical problems that leave them stranded, and when repairs require a specialized Italian technician, service bills start at $1,500, even for basic issues. The Levante also suffers from limited brand recognition and a lack of dealer support, making it even harder to maintain. When the nearest qualified service shop is 3 states away, it's easy to see why these vehicles lose value so rapidly. It's an exotic nameplate with exorbitant repair bills, but lacks the driving experience to justify either the price or the maintenance costs. Number 7. We have the Nissan Leaf EV, a compact electric car that loses 64.1% of its value in just 5 years, over $18,000 gone. While the dollar amount may seem smaller compared to other cars on the list, it's still a significant blow, especially given the Leaf's already affordable starting price. Kelley Blue Book rates it 7.5 out of 10, but its limited 150-mile range is far behind newer EVs that can go 300 miles or more on a single charge. Owners also report significant battery degradation, further reducing that already limited range, with some 2020 models now offering only 120 miles. The Leaf is a victim of early-generation EV obsolescence, much like trying to sell a first-generation iPhone in today's smartphone market. Still functional, but hopelessly outdated. When your car can't make it between cities without long charging stops, the market quickly loses interest. Number 6. We have the BMW 5 Series Hybrid, an electrified German sedan that loses a staggering 64.7% of its value in just 5 years. Over $47,000 gone for good. It turns out that hybrid vehicles don't hold their value as well as expected. Limited reviews from owners reveal that nobody is buying them. Edmunds points out complex hybrid system issues that combine the worst aspects of traditional German luxury car problems with the challenges of battery and motor troubles. When repair bills require expertise in both systems, you're looking at specialist rates that could leave your financial advisor in shock. The 5 Series Hybrid suffers from the combined effects of declining sedan popularity and hybrid technology that quickly becomes outdated compared to fully electric vehicles. It's a transitional technology that the market has already left behind, and this is reflected in its steep depreciation. Number 5. We have the Maserati Gibli sedan, an Italian luxury vehicle that loses 64.7% of its value in just 5 years. Nearly $71,000 gone. With that kind of depreciation, you could buy a fully loaded truck and still have money left over. Car and Driver rates it 8 out of 10 for style, but it acknowledges that its appeal is limited. Owners often face repair costs that make German luxury cars seem affordable by comparison. Basic maintenance starts at 4 figures, and parts can take weeks to arrive from Italy, which is why this car becomes a financial burden. The Gibli suffers from limited brand recognition and questionable build quality. It's an exotic nameplate that fails to deliver exotic performance, leaving owners with expensive repair bills and a lackluster driving experience. The market has made its decision, and it's a resounding no thanks to this Italian luxury experiment. Number 4. We have the Infiniti QX80 SUV, a large Japanese luxury vehicle that loses 65% of its value in just 5 years. Over $53,500 gone. It turns out that size doesn't help when it comes to retaining value. Motor Trend critiques its outdated design and poor fuel economy, with an average of just 14 miles per gallon. Owners frequently mention the aging technology, which feels a generation behind its competitors, even when new. The QX80 is oversized, overly stylized, and overpriced from the start. It sits in an awkward space between mainstream and luxury, without excelling in either category. When your luxury SUV has the outdated technology of a 5-year-old Nissan, but the repair costs of a premium brand, the market responds with significant depreciation. Breaking into our top 3 is the Tesla Model S, an American electric sedan that loses 65.2% of its value in just 5 years. Over $52,000 gone. This challenges the idea that electric vehicles are future-proof investments. While Kelley Blue Book praises its performance, it highlights the staggering battery replacement costs, which can exceed $20,000 when the inevitable battery degradation sets in. Owners also report persistent infotainment glitches and build quality issues that would be unacceptable in vehicles costing half as much. The Model S suffers from the rapid pace of EV technology advancements. For example, a 2020 model with a 348-mile range is already being outperformed by 2025 models that offer over 400 miles, better features, and lower prices. As a result, the market quickly responds with significant depreciation. Early adopters paid a steep price for Tesla's development costs, and this is reflected in the vehicle's depreciation. Our runner-up for the most worthless car in America is the BMW 7 Series sedan. This German flagship loses a staggering 67.1% of its value in just 5 years. Over $65,000 gone. That kind of depreciation is enough to buy a well-equipped Mercedes C-Class with money left over. While Edmunds rates it 7.8 out of 10 for luxury, it can't overlook the exorbitant maintenance costs. Owners report complex electronic issues that leave mechanics confused and their wallets drained. When your car has more computers than a small office, repair costs naturally reflect that complexity. The 7 Series epitomizes everything wrong with the luxury sedan market. Sky-high new prices, complicated technology that quickly becomes outdated, and maintenance costs that bankrupt second owners. The first owner absorbs the depreciation hit, while the second owner inherits the repair bills. In the end, nobody wins. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We're about to reveal the #1 most worthless car in America. Number 1. We have the Jaguar I-PACE EV, the most worthless car in America. This British electric SUV loses an astounding 72% of its value in just 5 years, which equates to nearly $52,000 disappearing. That's right. What started as a $72,000 vehicle is only worth $20,000 after 5 years. The I-PACE is plagued by poor reliability, multiple recalls for critical systems like brakes and electrical components, and frequent electrical problems. The repair costs are staggering, rivaling even those of German luxury cars. When it needs service, you're faced with expensive specialized repairs due to its limited dealer network and Jaguar's already shaky reliability reputation. The I-PACE's 234-mile range is far below that of newer EVs that offer over 300 miles. This early attempt at a luxury EV has been rejected by the market due to severe depreciation. Buyers have spoken, and it's the automotive equivalent of burning cash.